Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I got myself an auger. Now, that was more of an impulse buy because I needed an auger to get things in the ground right away. I couldn't wait for shipping and ordering or going out and finding it, and only a handful of places had one that I can just go and actually grab right away. But I knew exactly what I wanted. I've been looking at what I wanted. I just couldn't wait for the shipping. So here I have exactly what I wanted. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this one, do an unboxing, and show you guys exactly how this one performs compared to the other one that I have. Okay, so immediately coming out of the box, I can tell you the quality between this Earthquake Power Auger and the Harbor Freight one. This one looks a lot better, a lot cleaner looking. The grips here are red. I like red. The throttle seems a lot sturdier, and overall it just has a nice vibe going for it. Now this is a one-person earth auger power head. It's a 43cc 2-cycle Viper engine. The Viper engine is something that came from Earthquake. This also has a spline shaft connection with a quick connect coupler, which comes in the box as well. Now the spline shaft is their parallel grooves, almost like a gear, so it creates more torque and less tension that will allow it to last longer and won't strip any of those connectors or anything like that. So it's a pretty good technology that's going to help that torque and really get in there when you're trying to drill into the ground. So it also comes with your 2-cycle engine oil that you're going to want to mix with your gas to put in here before you get it going. It also has a auger torque reduction connection here. It's compatible with that, and I'll show you guys that later. There's a connector here that you're going to connect a torque reduction system, and I'll show you that here in a few minutes. It's pretty awesome. It's going to help relieve some stress and some, use muscling it basically to get a hole dug into the ground depending on where you're at. Now here in Texas we have this rocky clay soil, and that's one thing I was struggling with when I used the other auger. So I'm excited to try this one with and without the torque reduction system to see how actually it works and how much effort or less effort I need to actually dig a hole. Okay, so setting that aside, next comes the bits. How am I going to drill into the ground with this? Well, I'm actually excited to show you the bits that actually came with this auger because it's a little bit newer technology. I want to say they were created in 2023, but I'm excited to use them here in the garden and show you guys, and you should be excited too, because this is called a rapid fire planting bit. And let me get this out real quick so you guys can see. So this is going to be great for you gardeners or landscapers that do a lot of the planting in the garden. And it's rapid fire because there's a couple things to this that make it rapid fire. Now look at that right there. Now this is a 1-gallon rapid fire planting bit. This thing is massive, and I can't wait to actually use this in the garden. Now the reason it's called rapid fire is because there's a couple things involved with this bit that make planting easy. Okay, so the first being this fishtail planting point. Now this right here, it's called a fishtail. It's gonna help keep this bit straighter when you start to drill into the ground. Okay, so the other part I'm excited about are these excavator clawing blades. Now, these are reversible. It comes with 4, 2 on one side, 2 on the other side. One side is a scraping blade. It's a flat edge. This is gonna help scrape that dirt and help it work its way up the auger so it gets out of that hole. The other side is more of an excavator. This is gonna help break up those rocks, that hard clay, and really get in there. Along with the fishtail here, it's gonna help that just go completely straight down. Now, the other thing that's cool about this is now this is a 1-gallon planting bit. So it's tapered to the shape of a regular pot. So when you dig down in there, it's gonna have that normal shape of a planting pot. So you just get your pot, dig your hole, take that plant out and stick it right in there. It's gonna fit nice and perfect. Okay, so the second part I have here is a bit adapter. Now I grabbed the one from the Power Hit and I grabbed the one from the planting bit here because I need to show you how they work both together. Now this is the piece that came with the Power Head, and this is the piece that came with the drill bit. Now the one with the Power Head basically is going to connect here with the one for the bit. And it comes with a nut and bolt here that you're just gonna connect together. And then this would essentially go into the bottom of the Power Head here. And this would basically just fit right here. And like I said, it's a spline. so it's gonna fit in there perfectly. So it reduces that torque right there. Once that's connected, you have this quick connect collar that just slides right in here and locks just like that and prevents it from coming loose. So this is pretty awesome because you can connect one of these to another bit as well. And when you're ready to switch out quickly, you just pull that out and it removes itself from the auger power head. So very excited to try that because I actually have another bit. I have a 3-gallon. I'll pull that one out real quick to show you. I can only imagine how much bigger it is for this. It's gonna make it that much easier to plant 1-gallon and 3-gallon containers. They also come in a 5-gallon. So if you're looking for something bigger, they have a 5-gallon rapid fire planting bit. All right, so just showing it off. There it goes right there. Showing real quick how it is to do the quick connect. So you undo the collar here, pull that out, take off this bit, and then you grab your next one, whichever one you're needing. Same deal there. And you just put the collar right back on there. And it's that easy. So pretty awesome to have, pretty easy to switch it out. Next, we're gonna show you the torque reduction system. Okay, so I had to move over from the table after I built it. The torque reduction, it's a little long, but it serves as a dual purpose. Number one being the torque reduction. When you start to dig, it's gonna prevent this from jerking around all over the place, possibly injuring you, or actually just muscling this to get this in the ground. So I'm excited to try it out and see how it does. Now for some tighter areas, it might not work as well as you want it to. You might have to position yourself to where this kicks out to a spot where it's not gonna damage anything or, you know, whatever you got going on there. But in some other areas, it's definitely gonna work out. I can see that. Now it also serves as a dual purpose. You can actually just roll this over like this, and it makes it easy to transport it to wherever you need to go. So that's a plus in my book. So we're gonna go ahead and get some gas in this thing, crank it up, see how long it takes us to actually get going. The other one took quite a few cranks to get it going. We'll see how long this one takes. All right, so the on switch is right here on the side. We're gonna go ahead and click that to on, put that in a full choke. I'm gonna go ahead and prime it. We're gonna go 5 times, that's it. Okay, so it actually started right away. Didn't take too long at all. I will say that the best way to start these is to prime it maybe only 5 times, no more than that. That's one of the common issues when buying new power equipment like this and lawnmowers, you know, gas trimmers, things of that nature. People tend to overflood them when they prime it. You want to do it maybe about 5 times. If that doesn't work, maybe 1 more time, but that should pretty much be it. Put it in full choke, crank it till it wants to go. And if it stays on, it stays on, you're doing great. Move it over to half choke after a few seconds. Now, if it wants to go the first time and it shuts off on you, put it to about half choke, try it again, and it should stay on pretty good. Let that warm up for a good 30, 40 seconds, and then put it to full run, and you should be well on your way. It should work just fine like that. I've never had an issue starting other things doing that same method. Again, over primering is gonna be your number one cause why these don't start, and drying that engine out. You're just gonna have to let it sit for a little bit, and if you get it started, just let it run till that gas starts to dry down a little bit. All right, so let's go dig some holes and see how this does. We're gonna use it with the torque system and without the torque system. Okay, so I'm first gonna try this without the torque reduction system because I wanna see how well it handles without it. All right, so it's the next day. I tested it without the torque reduction system and with the torque reduction system. And I will say that without the torque reduction system, it has a lot of power. I absolutely love the way it works. But it does, when it hits those rocks, especially with this rapid fire planting bit, it does give you a little bit of wiggle. You kind of have to muscle it a little bit. But once I did the second hole with the torque reduction system, man, did that go way smoother. It was like cutting through butter. And we have quite a bit of rock. There's good sized rocks. I pulled out some big ones. Some of the other holes that I did here in this round bed. But I mean, I've got to say this is way more powerful than the other auger that I got, the Harbor Freight one. It's way more powerful. It doesn't sound, you know, like it's struggling or anything like that. I just had a blast using it. I mean, it's a great product to use here in the garden. It just made this faster. Now, I will say it's not fair to compare it to the other one because I do have a rapid fire planting bit that makes it that much easier. But I will say the power head itself, it feels a lot more powerful, feels a lot more easier to use. I think the only complaint I really have is on the other ones, you know, the power switch is here on the handles, which I guess is not really a big thing. The other thing is the spark plug cover. It's not rubberized, it's a metal. I'm not gonna dare touch it, but I'm pretty sure it's hot. Maybe covering that with the rubberized plastic would probably prevent you from accidentally burning yourself. So that's just one of the few complaints that I have. The other thing too is a lot of complaints that I hear is how hard it is to turn this on. As I explained earlier, prime it about four times, it's gonna start right up. But every time I had to turn this off to do this video, it started right back up. I didn't have any issues restarting it. The other one that I have, if I turn it off, you know, it's a 50-50 chance it's gonna start right back up, or it takes me about 5 to 10 pulls to actually get it going. But overall, I mean, that's fine with me. I'm good. Okay, so that's my review on the Earthquake Power Head Auger. Absolutely love it. I think it does better than some of the other ones I've used. I've only used a couple in the past, but this one, compared to the other one that I have, works 100 times better. Love the product. So if you're looking for something like this, something more stable, something that's just gonna get it done, especially with these rapid fire planting bits, definitely take a look at Earthquake. Just phenomenal product. I got this done very, very quickly, faster than I actually thought I was gonna get it done. I did the first 2 holes and I was gonna do my review, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the rest of them. And that was it. So Earthquake, definitely check it out. Thank you, Earthquake, for sending this out to us and trying it out. Absolutely love it.